Hi everybody, Carol here. Welcome. Today I have 10 cards, 1 kit from SSS Stamp Kit, and I am going to be talking fast because I am running through these fast. I've sped them up. I have to get them all in, and so just bear with me and hope you don't get whiplash. But first of all, I just started out stamping from the kit over and over again, just with random. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I thought I might just end up with a pattern here, so I'm just going to keep stamping, and maybe I can cut these images up into cards. And it ended up being pretty much what I did on all of them. And but I just stamp, and then we get into the coloring. But this is about coffee and tea, so it's really cute. So I've done a lot of the coloring. That's what took most of the time, as you can imagine, or a lot of it anyway. And so I'm just coloring through and different colors, not really yet even knowing what I'm going to do, but just getting an idea with the colors. Some of the colors I like the best and go together, and just kept going and kept going, and then I'd find there was something else I hadn't done. But anyway, eventually I start turning them into individual cards, whether slimline or just regular cards. And then, as almost always, I go around the edges of the paper with a neutral ink to finish off the edges, and I'm just showing you that so you'll know what I'm doing. And then I use Tombow Mono Multi glue and put it on first, because if you let it dry, then the paper becomes repositionable, and that's really helpful to me. Now, in the last kit of Simon Says card kit, they had this little glue that can teeny tiny, can get on little bitty pieces, and so that's what I was using there. Now in this kit, the August kit, there's a die for thank you, and it cuts it out in two different, front and back, top and bottom, or however you want to say it, at the backing of the thank you. And so I would cut these out of several different colors, like turquoise or yellow or pink, and then take them apart and then put them together again with different colors. That one I was covering up a little mistake. Cut out a croissant and put it up there to cover up an ink kind of mess. And then I'm showing how you can go back and fill in the cutout spaces on the die. You don't have to. I don't own every single one. This is a slimline card. Most of my slimlines are around 4x8, but they vary. And so I wanted to just kind of do something different for a little bit of interest and extend the card. And then again, use just a single thank you without the background. I needed to fill in. I had a mistake again. You can see the ink, all that stamping I did. It's a wonder I didn't have more smeared ink than I did. But I thought I can go back. I colored extra little pieces like this on purpose, so I can go back and cut them out and fill in. Now this is the slim line turned up tall-wise. And again, one of the cute things, I'm just showing like tea and then coffee beans. On this one, I decided I had a lot of white space left from where my stamping was, so I just put in an extra little bar of color. I'm going to show different combinations of this thank you, background and foreground, and the actual word, and how you can mix and match. It goes on and on and on, showing how I tried it with different cards. I decided I like just the plain black better on that, and even turning it sideways better. So, and that's what it looked like. And then also that was just a little strip I practiced on. I decided to color it in and just keep this one really simple. And then this card, my memory card got full, and it just flat stopped on me. I didn't get to show the making of this card, but there's a picture of it. And again, that was just a strip. I decided to use some red and wanted to show that. So this one, I used the thank you up there, but I also thought I had too much white space at the bottom, so I cut out another one of the little daisies and glued it in. Now, the kit had a package of paper, the 6-pack, the 6x6, not a 6-pack paper, and then a sheet of that green paper. So I cut out one of the little cutaways inside the kit and cut off some of the pink that's in the kit and just cut it to make a little tail on that tag. And by the way, those are in the kit also, 4 tags. And so I've got a piece of raffia and put it through the hole. I put the turquoise back there so you could see it, and then added that onto the green paper, and then cut out another, just roughly with white background, it doesn't show, but another daisy, and stuck that on there. Again, this was another practice sheet, just did a lot of stamping, went in randomly colored a few pieces, and this was one of the cutaways inside the paper pack, and I really like the cute coffee shop. And the croissant I colored and glued on top of the other one because it did not stamp well at all, and that's my fault. But anyway, and then another thank you, and just a random irregular. I loved it. I went back and colored a little bit on the awning and the door on that coffee shop just to give it a little more color. So here they are. I'm going to start throwing them all out now and see them, and then covering them up, but just to get an idea. And actually at this point I had only made 9 cards, and I thought I had made 10. So I'll come back in a minute and do the last card. But in some of the photos I took at that point, you're going to say, if you count, there are only 9 cards in here, but I did finish the 10th one. And so that's what they look like. I'll have a whole bunch of them. There they are. Again, the 10th is missing at this time. But I have individual pictures, and I wanted you to see them. And again, so many of these are random. Some of them I did go back and fill in. There was a mistake on that one of those there, and I had to stick a cookie on it. And this one I hadn't put the extra daisy on yet. So they're in different stages. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed it. Sorry to rush so much, but I know you only have so much time, and so this is what I decided to go with. But I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and could be back soon. I plan to be back soon too. So there is the little coffee shop that didn't get in some of the other pictures. So thanks again. Have a great day again, and see you next time. Bye-bye.